it's even more touching to me because I know that buying coffee directly from here is going to benefit everyone.
That is Grace Hightower Dinero empowering the people of Rwanda, especially women. 20 years after the genocide, the UN now apologizes for ignoring Hightower, and the First Lady of Rwanda will join me live and join our conversation. You can find me at Tamron Hall and my team at News Nation. It's been 20 years since the genocide in Rwanda that took the lives of almost 1 million men, women, and children. And yesterday, the diplomat who was president of the UN Security Council at the time gave a rare apology.
I had the dreadful responsibility in April 1994 of presiding over a council which refused to recognize that genocide was being perpetrated against the Tutsi in Rwanda, and failed in its responsibilities to reinforce the United Nations peacekeeping mission in Rwanda.
Former New Zealand Ambassador Colin Keating gave the apology at an open session of the United Nations, where the Council adopted a resolution calling on all countries to recommit to prevent and fight against genocide. And joining me is the First Lady of Rwanda, Her Excellency Jeannette Kagame, and Grace Hightower Dinero, who's now helping empower the women of Rwanda in their recovery. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be in the presence of both of you. Your Excellency, part of your journey has been to empower your people, to help the orphans, the widows, the many who were left after the genocide. I know it has to be heartwarming to have people like Grace and others reach out and say, we are there to help uplift this country. What is the challenge you face now?
At the moment, of course, after inheriting such a devastated country where all the infrastructure was totally destroyed, human, physical, everything was a priority, understandably, and currently, really, what the country is trying to work on is to sustain the recovery that we are experiencing now. We are seeing a constant growth of 8% for the past 10 years now, which is quite exciting. And the challenge is to sustain this and be less and less aid dependent.
And Grace, that's where you came in. As I understand it, you heard the president speak at a dinner, the president of Rwanda.
Yes.
And he said the country needs trade, not aid.
Yes.
And that's what inspired you to come in and help. Tell me about your project.
Absolutely. When I heard President Kagame speak, I was so inspired and motivated by his remark of trade, not aid, because it was something that I had not really heard from other countries that are small and also considered third world countries. And I thought, this is a breath of fresh air. This is wonderful. So I immediately researched and found that Rwanda had one of their biggest resources was coffee, and I said, okay, let me just find out what I can about coffee. But what really, really inspired me was when I took the first trip to Rwanda, and I saw the country and I met the people. And they, the people of Rwanda are just, they are strong, and they're gentle and kind and sincere and authentic. And, I owe that environment to the First Lady and the President, because, everything comes down from the top. And so I decided that I would create this coffee company called Grace Hightower and Coffees of Rwanda. I wanted it to be Grace of Rwanda, but unfortunately that name had been taken.
Well, they should have given it to you.
They should have given it to me. I know. I'm still fighting for it. I am. I haven't given up. And what I did, what I saw was that, this country has the coffee is absolutely delicious. It's an amazing product, and that was one of the prerequisites for me before starting the company, is that the product had to be of a certain quality. And I found that, oh my God, the quality is amazing, so it speaks for itself. We just needed to cause the awareness, and it was the most amazing experience in doing business with Rwanda because it's so easy. It's, you know, I have to say the people are very forthcoming. Doing business is very transparent, matter of fact.
Right.
What you see is what it is.
That is exceptional.
And it's so easy to do business like that. And I'm so honored to be doing business with Rwanda because it is a very progressive country, very forward-thinking, and First Lady Jeanette here has done amazing work with women and children, and I'm a women's advocate and children's advocate, so the synergy is there.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Here you are, the wife of Robert De Niro. I'm with the First Lady of Rwanda. You have powerful men in your lives, but your presence eclipses, dare I say, both of them. And I met you the other night, and a big part of your message is about empowerment, not only for trade, but of women. Because we hear many times if a society does right by its women, that society will thrive. So for you, when you saw someone like Grace say, this is about a sustainable program that will empower the people, not make them dependent, how important was that to you?
I must say that really Grace understood the priorities of Rwanda, and again, she came in at the right time and even decided to intervene in the most transforming, I would say, industry in our country. Coffee is the second foreign exchange earner, so really I think what she's doing is tremendous, and it's changing the lives of these women. And getting back to the women empowerment, I think the country has understood this on the onset, given our history and the many widows and the wives of households. So I think it was very smart on the part of our government to understand that this was a force to reckon and make best use of it and give it its right place.
Well, we know that history is not meant to be forgotten, and the scars of the genocide will not be forgotten, but we must celebrate the future and the rebirth of that country. And it's such an honor to meet you, Your Excellency. Grace, the coffee is delicious.
Thank you.
I had to say that. That is not a plug. Grace's coffee is delicious.
And it's from Rwanda.
And it's from Rwanda. Thank you so much. Such an honor to be in the presence of such powerful and amazing women.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.